Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 2 of our Fulham save. I am Sefian FM, and I'm coming back, let's all say it together, just a little bit early. Earlier than I anticipated, this is the very first friendly of the season. I have not done anything except transfers. I've gone transfer mad, and I think it might bite me in the ass. So we'll see. However, so let's just get to the schedule quickly. As you can see, we have done nothing. I was kind of hoping to be somewhere around here, but I have not been able to play. Been just trying to deal with transfers, and it's still early in the transfer season, and I picked up everyone I need to. I got a lot of freebies. I got, I think, a lot of good players. A couple may still be coming in. We will see, but so that's the schedule. With that, let's get into these transfers. First, the outs. Maxime Lemarchand did really not very good stuff for us, so he went bye-bye for about $2.5 million. I was trying to get just a little more, but wasn't getting it in the long run. But thank you. Sorry for you were only here for a year, but you are now in Atlanta. Next up, Joe Bryan is gone. He got me like a whopping $16 million, and I had to pay for just a couple of players. So I'm not too unhappy. It does leave me a little bit lacking in the left back department, but he wasn't a bad player at all. He was kind of average for me, in my mind. So, I mean, you can see the numbers are fairly average. He's 25 years old, so he may grow just a little. But, oh well. Brian is out, and now come the ins. We all know Vieto's in. Let's get to the next. We welcome Sergio Rico back to the squad. So, for a whopping $7.5 million, I think I got him for, if not a little less. He's back. He did a very good job last season. So, let's move on. Karla Butic, we know, also coming in. He's here now. He was coming in earlier. 2-star current ability, possible 4-star potential ability. His numbers aren't horrific. For the under 23s, he's pretty good. For a backup, he's maybe a little low. Obviously, he's not valued very high, but we'll see. He probably won't get a lot of game time in. It is rotation, so I may give him a game here and there against some of the lesser opposition. So we'll see. But now to the primary transfers that we brought in. Rick Van Drongelen. I'm just going to say Drongelen. Center back, not too shabby. Better numbers than what Butic has. But you can see anticipation, bravery is good. Marking is very good. Tackling is very good for center back. That's terrific. Determination, teamwork. So not too shabby. He obviously hasn't played at all for us yet. So we'll see how he goes. And you can see his last team, Hamburg, was relegated, so I picked him up fairly cheap. I think it was like 10 million plus a couple add-ons. You'll see a lot of 10 million plus a couple of add-ons was my kind of go-to number this season. So next up, though, Wonder Kid number 1, Fiete Arp. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. However, also on Hamburg, also relegated, also coming in fairly cheap. And 3-star current ability, potential through the freaking roof. These numbers, again, are average right now. Off the ball, 15. Technique, 14. Penalty taking, 15. Always need penalty takers. But first touch, finishing, and dribbling. Well, dribbling is okay. But finishing, 16. First touch, 15. He will definitely get some good game time. I may switch it up to a sort of 4-4-2-ish type of formation. I don't know. So I can have Art grow as well as have him side by side with Mitrovic. So we will see, though, how that works. But there are more. Wonder Kid number 2, Sandro Tonali, another 19-year-old. This guy was $9.5 million. And actually, I was wrong. Fiete Arp was $14 million because that was his release clause. So I triggered that, and in he comes. But Sandro Tonali, another guy who can definitely be on the bench. He is rotation. Potential through the roof. I know him as a Wonder Kid because I did the Wonder Kid videos for the Football Manager blog. Composure, 16. Concentration, 15. First touch, 15. Passing, 16. Work rate of 15. I'm in heaven. And he's only 19. So I'm very excited about this dude. Andreas Pereira. I have no idea pronunciation again. 23 years old, from Man U. 3-star current, 4-star potential. Looking not too shabby. Another rotational player. Let's see. Technique of 16, which is very good. Flair of 19. Hot damn. But natural fitness of 16. He's got some good numbers. Again, 23, he's going to grow. Happy with this guy coming in. He was free. So valued at $23.5 million, not too shabby. He is on a high contract, $44K per week, not one I usually like to give 23-year-olds who are going to be rotational players. But you suck it up when you're at this level, and you can get players like this. So, a few more. I was wrong. Last one. Javier Montero comes in, 20-year-old, not valued too highly. I thought he would have a little bit more potential than that. So he may not stick around too long. My scouts liked him, and I thought, okay, I'll pick him up. But jumping reach 14, pace of 14, strength of 11, termination's really only his great spot. So yeah. Oh well, he's only on 1K per week. He is a hot prospect. So we'll see how he does in the under 23s, and hopefully he'll grow. But otherwise, we got a bunch of other players that are doing really well, so I'm not too unhappy right now. The problem is, I don't know tactically what to do. I mentioned the 4-4-2 type of matchup. My bosses are not too happy with the 4-1-4-1 that we've got going here. 4-1-4-1, DM wide. Dudes, I don't know. I'm going to play around with it this preseason and see how we do. Schedule-wise, if I did not show you, I think I showed you, but we have either Domžale in the Slovenian First League or Gzira United. I don't even know where they play. Where do they play? In Malta. So one of those two teams, they have two actual players. So one of those two teams will be our Euro Cup best place. I think it's like the second qualification spot. After this we go into the actual group stage. But one of these two teams is it. Hopefully, we will do fairly well. We'll see. So what I might actually do is working for our very first match, then do these two for our second episode, and then I may skip the Chelsea match because I'm not expecting much from that, and kind of move down the line a little. I definitely want to keep these seasons going. We'll see, especially after next week, where I'm not going to have any videos out or any FM videos out. And then I think the week after that might be starting the hot seat save. I'm not going to get very far into the season before, February or so. And so we'll see. Anyway, match preview. Let's get into this. So I definitely want to get you some FM gameplay while I can, before a big hiatus comes around. We don't know anything about them. Rui Fonte, I want to sell. But unfortunately, damaged cruciate ligaments, he's out for 4 to 7 months. So if I'm lucky, I can sell him in January. But until then, not so much. So a couple other things to note before I get into this team. Mawson does have a bid of 18.25 from West Brom that I have accepted, so he might be leaving soon, which means I probably will need to bring in another center back. However, 18.5 plus a 10.5 million current transfer budget, not doing too shabby, and we do have some definite room in the payroll that we can use. So there could be other players coming in. I know I've got 2 with contracts waiting. They're just kind of trying to figure it out. And we'll see from there. So, team today, Rico in goal, Vober, Ream, Mawson, and Christie in the back 4, McDonald, O'Reilly, and Kearney in the midfield, Schürrle, Vieto, and Mitrovic up top. I do have a couple of new boys coming in. I've got, David Rea is still here. He'll definitely be getting some game time. Butic we'll see. Pereira and Fiete Arp, Van Dronglen. So we are definitely going to get some good game time for them and see how they do during this preseason. So let's get into this match. So we kick it off. Well, they kick it off, and immediately we're tackled. Mitrovic comes in and gets stolen. Wow. He gets taken out. But very first match of the second season, Kearney with a spot kick. Curves all the way over. Vieto. Right off the bar. Oh, yeah, minute 40 in. I don't even know where. Oh, it's Woking. It's not even working. I placed an R in there for some reason. Kearney with a not too shabby free kick. So we are definitely having a lot of possession today. There we go, Kearney. Penalty? Penalty. No penalty? Okay, it's out for a corner, but still. So Kearney, wow, whips it in. Jesus. That must have hurt the person whose head that came off of. But we are complacent. I'm not doing shouts. Get creative. Inspired. Except for Mawson. Screw you. Maybe one reason why you're leaving. So Vober to Kearney. Back to McDonald. All the way out to Vieto, who crosses it in for... No, he doesn't. Kearney gets the number 1. So, first goal of the season. Granted, it's against Woking. Okay, for flip's sake, where's Woking? Vanarama National League South. Thank you. So we are still in England. I didn't even realize that. So Vieto pushes it back for Kearney, who just bangs it in. So Vober with a throw in. Mitrovic gets taken out again. Dude, I thought you had aggression. I thought you were strong. Apparently not. So Christie, who's another one I'm not sure what to do with. Kearney. Oh, is that out for a corner? Okay, thank you. I was about to say, that was one of the worst misses ever. And Shirley, what are you doing? So we do have plenty of time, though, in this transfer window. At least another month or so. A little more than a month. Shirley, ooh, tries to curl it in. Not too far away. Woking, not working. Wow, Scott with a little Superman play. 11 shots, 3 on target to their 0-0. So they were just playing it out the back for a little while. Did not work for them. So Vieto to Christie, we definitely need to work on our passing again. O'Reilly up to Kearney. Oh! Off the bar, into the back of Scott, and into the goal. Oh well. It's an own goal, but shit like that does happen. Especially in this game. So Christie to O'Reilly, over to Kearney, who has a shot from outside the box, off the bar. Poor Scott. I mean, he does not deserve that at all. But that's what happens. That's football. Kearney with a damn nice tackle. I thought he hurt some shins right there. So O'Reilly, McDonald's, triangle's going okay, but you're moving backwards. Kind of the opposite direction of where we want to go. So over to Vober, crosses it in for Mitrovic, who just can't get it on target though. My chair squeaks. So Vober over to O'Reilly, over to McDonald. Centers it up. Kearney back to McDonald, who almost missed that. So Shirley, McDonald, Kearney gets tackled. Mitrovic picks up the loose ball, though, as the defenders cannot, and gets one. So 3-0 right before halftime. Not looking too sharp. Not looking too sharp. Not looking too sharp. I've got to stop saying that. There's so many things I need to stop saying. They're going to be put on my shirt. But Brown with the tackle. Judd cannot pick it up. And Mitrovic has his eye on the ball as it goes in the back of the net. So everyone's doing really well. Disinterested. Why are you disinterested? I know it's Woking. But still. So it is halftime. That means we are going to be getting some new players in. Okay, so we're changing things up in the second half. Art comes in. Who else? Pereira comes in. And Van Drongelen, Steven Sesniol, and David Rea comes in. So let's start the second half and see how everyone does. Looking good so far, though. Except for Shirley. And he's got one more season here. Oh, Callum Chambers. I was told by Arsenal that it would take 113, 115 million to pry him off their books. Watford's looking like they're going to get him for 11 million. What the fuck is wrong with this game? Oh. So, not a great tackle? Oh, come on. That looked like a terrific tackle. How? I don't know what you're doing. Game, I do not know what you're doing. But Cody Drama comes in for his first team action at all. Okay, so let's tighten up our preserve to preserve our lead. I cannot read it all. So Andreas, that's not a great free kick there, buddy. A red card for that. That just seemed excessive. So 60 minutes in, Drame with the throw in. A really bad throw in. So, but he's passing it off to Andreas Pereira. Do I not have work the ball in the box? I mean, I swear to God, people. No, I have hit early crosses. Work the ball into the damn box. And I apologize, I'm not using a mouse pad today because I had some issues with the mouse pad and the kitties. So Pereira to nobody. There's no one picking it up. Vober Second half, I really hope we don't become the second half losers in this entire season. Because Schürrle. Yeah, Schürrle being Schürrle. So we're switching things up just a little more. Santos comes in. We're switching up the formation just to see what is going to happen because I want to get those two strikers in. And apparently I had Butic and Santos on the bench. So what are you going to do? Odoi comes in for Mawson and Ryan Sessegnon comes in for Vober. So let's get back to this. 22 shots, 8 on target, 67% possession. Why can't we play like this all the time? Oh yeah, because they're Vanarama national team. It's still nice to see. So somehow they lose out. Vieto picks it up, gives it to Sessegnon all the way up to Santos, who breaks free. Oh, it's just tipped by Woodburn. I don't know. But AP with the corner. Oh, Drame almost. Odoi, again. How are you guys getting away with this and I'm not? And oh, he was almost taken out. Thank God that was not a... It wasn't a penalty, but it could have been a red card for being the last man. Oh, Steven Sessegnon being sent off. That still frustrates me. AP, Odoi, Johansson, AP. There's the game. Finalmente. So 3-0 over Woking in the Vanarama National. Vanarama National League South. Steven Sessegnon sent off. I'm going to have to review that one. And I'm going to definitely appeal it. Personally. But looking pretty good, guys, for your first game. The next up, like I said, is going to be the Euro Cup whatchamacallit. I don't really know. I don't really care what it's called. It is just to get into... Ooh, Red Nicky, nice job. So it is just to get into the Euro Cup group stages. And yeah, so maybe we'll have a couple more transfers in by then. Maybe it'll be right after that. Who knows? So anyway, I'm going to shut it for this one. So thank you all for watching. I am sefian.FM. Take care and enjoy.